So here we go. I continue to do English test, B1 plus level, upper intermediate. It's upper intermediate. Often B2 called upper intermediate, but they have like 3B level, and I guess it's more like proper. So let's go to B1 and continue with test number 10. Multiple choice questions. The first question is, which question is correct? A. You are not happy here. It's not a question because we need auxiliary verb B. I think B is not auxiliary here. It's just the verb be at the first place when we make a question, and then only the subject goes. B. Aren't happy you here. This also wrong because aren't you, we need after are we need you. Are not you, see, are not you happy there? Here. Are not you happy here? So I think it's also wrong. So option D, are you not happy here? It looked like the simple basic sentence, but I started to doubt in myself. Are you not? Do you like? Don't you like? Are you not? You are not happy. You are not happy. Are you not happy? Yes, I guess are you not happy here is the correct answer. Second, the second, didn't you finish your work? And the answer is I did finish my work. I of course finished my work. I was finished my work. I yet finished my work. Didn't you finish your work? I did finish my work. I think this is the correct option. Didn't you? And we reply with I did and continue the answer, finish my work. It's like type question, but only with full answer. It's basically the opposite of type question. It's the full question, full answer. I of course finished my work. Finished my work. I was finished my work. So on. I yet finished my on. I of course finished my work. Don't understand what's the purpose of the and be here. I think maybe of course we should use like I. Maybe we should use it at the starting position, at the beginning position, at the beginning of the sentence. But nevertheless, the correct answer is A. I'm sure of it. The third, she wore a dress. So what type of dress does she wear? Silk, beautiful long silk, long, beautiful silk long. It's about order of adjectives. So we have material, we have beautiful, it's opinion, and long, it's, what is long? Long. size. I guess it's size. So opinion goes first. Beautiful. We have two variants. And what goes first, material or size? I think size. Beautiful long silk dress. Beautiful silk on dress. Beautiful long silk dress. B. Or it was interesting book that I couldn't put it down. Want to check the sound, whether you can hear me. Yes, you can hear me definitely. It was interesting book. So it's noun. With noun we use such an interesting book. It's countable noun. Singular. With plural we would use such or it's it doesn't matter. We use here such an because it's start with vowel, or my mistake with no, it's not mistake, it's vowel. Vowel, this consonants. So it was so interesting, we could say, or it was so much people, not so much sugar there. The fifth. By the time she finally arrived at the concert, the band, Something to Do, for over an hour, was playing, had been played. By the time she finally arrived at the concert, so this moment in the past, by this moment in the past, the band continuously doing action for an hour, so definitely continuous, playing or playing, B or C, and was playing for an hour, had been playing for over an hour. By the time she finally arrived, the band was playing for over an hour. Had been playing for over an hour. It's tricky. Had been. I don't remember when we use had been, like when actions, when we use past perfect continuous. Past perfect, I think I understand when in the past one action happened before another, but here one action happened before another was continuous. So maybe that's why we use it. The sixth. By the end of the year, she in Spain for 2 years. By the end of the year. It's about future. So when the year ends, basically we say she future. That's everything is future. It's like present continuous. It's be going to construction. Will and perfect future perfect. So what we have here in Spain for 2 years. So when the I get it. When the year ended, she will she will, not like is because it's when do not like planning anything. Is going to, she is not going to do anything. It's like just happened. Will happen. Spain for 2 years. Will live in Spain. Not will have lived because it's like her like something like type of accomplishment. She will be doing it for 2 years. For how long? Will have lived in Spain. She will have lived in Spain for 2 years. So she starts in the past, and at the end of the year it will be 2 years. So will have lived in Spain for 2 years. The seventh. Seven. Question number seven. Seventh. The seventh. Should I add all the time the? It's tricky for me, these articles. If he that wise, he wouldn't have had that accident. So he wouldn't have had. I think it's third conditional, and we like criticize here. If he, and we make him third conditional, the remember would have had with present perfect, I guess. Here we use present perfect. Or no, past perfect. Past. Yes, we use here past perfect, definitely. If he had followed the advice, he wouldn't have had that accident. Followed, we would be using, we would use it with second conditional. Would have followed it the main clause of the third conditional, and would follow this the main clause for second conditional. And the eighth. Everyone was relieved. Everyone was relieved to see the cat finally climb down from the tree. Everyone was relieved to see the amusing cat finally climb down from the tree. Was the cat amused? I think the cat had stress, but maybe cat was amusing. The amusing cat finally climbed down from the tree because cat amused. The people was amused by the cat who was climbing down from the tree. Number 9. Every summer we visit grandparents in the countryside and explore the woods near their home. So it's habitual action. Every summer we used to, so not used. We would visit my grandparents and the countryside for the woods, not like wood isn't appropriate. We have visit my grandparents in the countryside to explore the woods. So it's like simple tense. We have here did, which is what that is past simple. Every summer we did visit my grandparents in the countryside and explore the woods near their home. Why not visit? Oh, stop. We used Hmm. We did visit. Sounds strange. In past simple, we say we visited my grandparents. We used. We have visit. Maybe would, but I don't understand why. I choose did, but it's the would I felt like rather would be correct, but I should then realize why to read the answer. Number 10. Given the choice, he walk in the park, then spend time indoors. So he prefers to, would prefer to, used to, would rather. Given the choice, so if he have a choice, basically, he would rather. I think would rather because he like inclined to do this. Would prefer to, would prefer, he would prefer, he would rather, I think would rather, we should say like would rather to walk or walking. So it will be maybe he would prefer to walk in the park than spend time indoors. 11. What happened to the cake? It. Someone has eaten half of it. It looks as though it looks as is looking. It is looking, not cake doesn't looking. It looks as someone has eaten half of it. It looks as it can be. It looks someone not. It do not look. It looks as though someone has eaten half of it. So look as or look as though. What happened to the cat? It looks as though someone has eaten half of it. It looks as I think there's structures, some structure like look as like you look. She looks as beautiful as her mother. And here I guess we choose this. Looks as though someone has eaten half of it. 12. The secret recipe. It has been discovered by a known chef in Italy. The secret recipe is thought to have been, is thinking to have been, believed to have been. So it's like indirect speech. The secret recipe is, I think it is thought to have been discovered by no chef. 13. I don't have my car. I'm having at the garage. Garage. A repair. I'm having repaired. Repairing. It repaired. I'm having. I don't have my car. I'm having it repaired. I'm having it basic. Definitely it repaired at the garage. So his car's like broken and it is repaired at the garage. 14. I'm flexible with the schedule. We can meet is most convenient for you. We can meet however, we can meet whenever, we can meet whichever, we can meet whatever. whenever, it's about the time. We can meet whenever. Whenever is most convenient for you. 15. The last one. All of these movies, of them are suitable for children under 12. Either of them are suitable. It's like any, neither of them, none. It's like not that nor not another, none of them, and any of them. We do not use any because we use any in negative sentence with negative meaning. None of them, neither of them, neither of you. All of these movies. Of all these movies. Of all these movies. None of them are suitable for children. We use neither when we have like choice from the two things, I guess. And none is here correct because it's like we're talking about all, and we like make, how you say, when we make negative of all, it will be like none of them. All of them and none of them are suitable for children under 12. Let's check our answers. 13 out of 15, good, but not as good as I want. First one, are you not happy here? What is the contracted negative form of an auxiliary verb? A negative question has the same word order as a regular question. When we use contracted negative form. Contracted negative form. The question has the same word order as the regular question. Are you smart? Are you not smart? However, if we use the full negative form, aren't you? Aren't you smart? Aren't you smart? I didn't know this. I think it's the first time I see this information. Maybe I like read it once, but it struck for me suddenly, and I realized that I didn't memorize this information. However, if it's spelled negative form, we put the word not after the subject. So, are you not happy here? Aren't you happy here? Didn't you finish your work? I did finish my work. When we want to add emphasis to a verb, we often stress the auxiliary verb, if there is one, when we speak. Why aren't you going to the party? I'm going. Why aren't you? I am going to the party. We stress am. With affirmative present or past simple, where we don't have an auxiliary verb to stress, we use do, does, present, or did. And here we use we have here like auxiliary verb to stress. Didn't you finish your work? I did finish my work. Or yeah, it's auxiliary here. Fourth main verb. I did finish my work. You were beautiful on dress. Opinion. Size. Material. Such an interesting book. So plus adjective, adverb. Such plus adjective uncountable. and so not followed by a noun. By the time she learned what the band has been playing, we use the past perfect continuous to emphasize the duration of an action. It was ongoing before a certain moment in the past. Emphasize the duration. So we emphasize that they had been playing for over an hour. So she missed a lot. By the end of the year, she will have lived in Spain for 2 years. Is it to describe an action that will be completed before some point in the future? It indicates by a specific future time, the duration of her stay in Spain will have reached 2 years. Action will be completed before some point in the future. Action will be completed before some point by the end of the year. This action will be completed. Action of living in Spain for 2 years. Third conditional, situations that did not happen and their hypothetical outcomes. Perfect and if clause. We use past perfect and would, could, might have, plus past participle in the main clause. Would have had, could have had, might have had. Amusing, when we use the describing things something had on someone's feeling. That I knew that. Every summer we would visit. Context would is used to describe a repeated action or habit in the past, typically something that occurred regularly and was part of the routine or tradition. Used to plus infinitive could also describe past habits, so we could also say used to with it. So would and used to can be used interchangeably here. So would to describe a repeated action or habit in the past. Given the choice, he would rather walk in the park. Would rather is used to indicate a specific preference between two options. Would rather is followed by an infinitive form and can be used with than to show the less preferred activity or situation. He would rather walk, infinitive, in the park than spend time indoors. The option A and B would be correct if we used word rather before than. Given the choice, he prefers to walk in the park rather than spend time indoors. He prefers to walk. He would prefer to walk. The option A and B would be correct if we use the word rather before than. Rather, he prefers to walk in the park rather than. Prefers rather, would prefer to walk in the park rather than. Happen to look at though, we can use feel, smell, taste, and feel plus feel, taste, smell, sound, and smell, taste, sound, and feel plus as if. Some reason there is to feel. I think another word it should be here look. At the feel it should be look. It must be, it have to be look. As if, as though plus close. Feel as if, as you I feel as though I win. To talk about something that appears to be true based on visual evidence or general impression. In informal spoken English, we often also use feel, smell, taste, sound, and look plus like plus close. What happened to the cake? It looks like someone has eaten half of it. It looks like informal or spoken English. Secret recipes thought to have been discovered in the passive form with important verbs. We use be plus past participle. A secret recipe is thought is thought to have been is have been. So the secret recipe is have been, and we put here thought to be, indicates that people in general believe that the statement is true. The recipe is thought to have been discovered by an unknown chef in Italy. We use have object plus past participle when we want to talk about something that someone else does for someone else does for us. Usually we pay them or because we persuade or ask them to do it. I'm having my car plus past participle. I'm having my car repaired. 14 whenever, anytime when. So I love these movies, none of them. We can use none of plus non-pronouns. I mean not one, not or not any of the group of people or things. We use neither of noun pronoun with the same meaning, but when talking about two people or things, we use any with negative verbs. That's why it is incorrect here. So that's all for today. See you